Ollie Watkins Centurion SBC is here, and the dynamic image, I'm a big fan. And this man in the real world is dominating right now. Seems to be scoring so many times, and he's not in my FPL team. I've got Diaby instead. Got to feel my pain apart from last game week when Diaby actually turned up and got some goal contributions. But Ollie Watkins is here. Little upgrade, I believe, on his other previous card. I think it's a team of the week. I'm not too sure if that was an 85 or an 86. But this card here, 85 and 84 rated team. That's pretty cheap. For cheap and fast FC24 Ultimate Team coins, head over to MMOEXP.com, link down below, and make sure to use my code Morsey at checkout to get yourself 5% off. He is only 3-star skills and 4-star weak foot though, so the lack of skills is there. I'm a big fan of 4-star skills, so it's a little bit frustrating, but I can look past it for now. The actual stats, really decent finishing. Great pace. The pace split is interesting for a striker though. He is controlled. Let's see how quick he feels in game. Nice reactions. Composure probably should be higher because the man's a bagsman in the real world. He's got stamina, decent strength. Agility's looking good. Balance. Ball control, dribbling, not bad but not insane. Playstyles, we do have chip shot, no finesse. I'm sure that's going to be fine. Rapid, relentless and acrobatics. They're not the best playstyles on the card. But for the price, Premier League, England, Villa, probably going to get a fair few decent promo cards this year. Villa, not well, maybe Ollie Watkins as well, but definitely Villa. Diaby, for example, is definitely going to be due one at some point. We know that's going to happen, and that is going to be pain when it does happen. I think for the price, yeah, the stats look decent. But let's see how he plays in game. Chem style wise, I think I'm going to give him potentially, like, he could give us a boost of pace. Maybe, but realistically, I think I'm just going to stick a finisher on him and just super juice the shooting and the dribbling, max out that agility and balance, but let's do it. All right, come on, game number 1, Foot Champs qualifiers, Ollie Watkins Masterclass. I am on the RTG, and that's a very, I like the team. Burnley fan by the looks of it, you got to respect it. That's the great thing about evolutions this year. You could basically, if you're a fan of a team who doesn't really get many promo cards, you can super juice as many players as you can. He's got that Zarori as well, who actually look pretty decent. Talking about Evos, I'm 1 win away from getting my Survey fully upgraded. If you want a review on that after this one, let me know down below and I'll make it happen. But let's lock in for now and let's bag at least a debut hattie with the boy Ollie Watkins. By the way, I've actually given him a Hawk. I went against the finisher shout. I think Hawk's the way to go. You max out as much of the pace as you can, especially the acceleration, which could be his weak point. And you also get a nice boost to the aggression, the strength, and that shooting. The give and go was on. Fortunately, I fluffed it. Survey. First time ball, Ollie Watkins. First real touch. First real bit of action. My man's been doing great at keeping the ball in all fairness. And suffocating me as soon as I get a chance to break. Ollie, lovely footwork. Send it to Tesco. Keep it now. He doesn't feel super cracked and quick, even with the RB dribbling, which is definitely something you would expect with a card with these kind of stats. Diaby! The Villa boys linking up. We get the equaliser. Kone. One more. Ollie Watkins turns and he absolutely smashes it top bins. Okay, my son. Even though he's not super quick and cracked on the ball, when he gets a shooting chance, you know exactly where it's going to go, in the back of the net. Lovely. Absolutely sent me with that turn. My defenders didn't know what day it was, and he gets an equaliser. It is game on. Go on, Ollie. I mean, that works out nicely. Yes, the Hattie, the debut Hattie. I mean, even though, I'm saying it again, he doesn't move super quick and fluid on the ball, he's not bad once he gets going. And he keeps the ball close to his feet there and dispatches it with his weak foot. So, we'll take that all day, every day. Most importantly, we get that lead back. So, looking at the prices SBC, on Footbin right now, 110k. Let's take in mind, it's an 84 and 85, which is not high rated whatsoever. But the price of fodder is flown right now. I mean, we've got the hero pack. I think that comes back at some point. Just like daily SBCs and not really an easy way of getting fodder unless you're doing crafting upgrades, etc. But it's a bit tough right now. Fodder price is definitely going up. I would expect that to drop potentially going into the weekend or maybe even tomorrow with the Div Rival Awards and maybe Milestone Rewards, even though we're expected to have TIFOs for that. It might just be a graphical bug apparently, and we might see packs on the day, fingers crossed. And a brand new season tomorrow as well. I'll be doing a video covering that straight away, 8:30 in the morning, my time, UK time, as soon as that goes live. So keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, 110k for this card. It's a little bit steep, but we do have a hat-trick already, so I guess I really shouldn't be complaining. Oh, my man's had enough as well. 3-2 win. Let's go. All right, game number 2. Man United badge and Man United kit. I'm seeing Griezmann. I'm seeing Hwang Yu-Chan. I'm seeing a very, very stat-looking team. Let's see what we can do. Diaby now. On your bite, little ball roll inside. I see you, Dennis. I see you. Touch is decent. Little fakey. Bring it to the line. Little double air cross. Oh, Watkins was in the middle. Unlucky. Quick counter attack from the boys. Watkins. Look how high up this man's team is. He's in, you know. The ball is phenomenal. We'll take our time. We'll pick the top corner. I didn't know he was going to bring the keeper out. I wanted to be sensible, composed, and we dispatch it. Dennis is through ball, by the way. Fair play, mate. Lovely defending. Ollie. On your bike now, son. Plays into his teammate. The Villa boys potentially linking up here. Go on, Ollie. Drive all the way. Drive all the way. Cross the keeper. Decent save from All Black. Link up with Servi. I'll tell you what, Kone, that movement is top tier. I see Ollie Watkins in the middle, you know. Little ball inside here. One touch, out your feet. Right, so the finishing is just clinical. We're on for another Hattie, by the way. Back-to-back Hatties and potentially back-to-back first half Hatties. So let's see if we can make it happen. I mean, that is beautiful from Big Ronald there. I don't know what he's done, but he's done a few front flips in there and come away with the ball. Servi has legs. He has legs. So does Ollie Watkins. Touch is good. Physicals are good. Keeper all over the place. I don't know what All Black's doing, but it's another hat-trick for the boy. Okay, definitely at pace. If you're trying to like pace past big defenders like VVD or Laurent Blanc, you see in basically every single game. At least one of them in most people's teams. He definitely has a nice bit of strength and physicals to kind of go shoulder to shoulder with them. Kone, that's big. Right, bit of space now. Diaby, Dennis. One more. Watkins through the middle. Oh, it's poetry in motion. Poetry in motion. Don't mind if we do, son. That is 4. 4 goals for the boys. So 7 in the 2. Domination for Mr. Ollie Watkins. So Ollie Watkins, 100 to 110k is going to get you this SBC right here. You've got to think Premier League Premium. It makes sense. Always comes with those kind of cards, especially strikers and forwards. So that probably adds on about 40, 50k. Realistically, on the market, how much is this team of the week? Let's have a little look. Because I can't imagine there being much of a difference. The one positive I will say about Ollie, well, he's got a few. I'm a big fan of the finishing. He is a bagsman. Okay, so he's about 70k. It's a little bit pricier than I expected, actually. So it kind of makes sense with the upgrade to price it around there. If anything, it's a decent price considering the price of his team of the week. But what he can do is score goals. I will say the dribbling, he feels a little bit more on the clunkier side, which is unfortunate. You're not really going to have too much fluid movement with the boy. But as long as you're kind of keeping it simple, sticking to the basics, which is basically finding the back of the net, you'll be just fine with his card. I think for this stage of the game, 110k, you can't really snub your nose at it. Villa fans, Watkins, get him in your team. Premier League teams as well, if you've got a bit of fodder kicking about, it's definitely one to consider. However, one thing I will say to go against this, even though he is technically cheap, the SBC content that's been leaked looks pretty mental. So there's no harm in holding fire for now and waiting to see what comes out. It's probably what I'll be doing on my main account. But the RTG has him locked and loaded now. I can also claim this evolution, which I will be doing. Let me know if you want me to view this card. But I've been Morsey. Enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you later.